Hello, welcome to Create Chalk Pretty Things. My name is Debbie. Tonight we're going to do a quick little project using this little frame. It's shaped like a house and it has little shiplap lines on it. We're going to use this transfer that says leave your worries at the door. It's going to be a quick video. So we're going to get started. I'm going to remove the transfer from its protective backer and I am going to apply it to my shirt, lift and remove a couple times just to temper the sticky on the back of the transfer. These are sticky, reusable transfers. You can reuse them between 8 and 12 times, depending on how good you take care of them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and apply this transfer, center it on my surface. This is how it looks right now. I'm not so sure if it's straight. Let me straighten it up a little bit. How are you guys doing? Christmas is over. Now we just have to worry about the new year, celebrate that, bring it in right. I hope you guys had a super fun Christmas and Santa was good to you. Okay, in this transfer, anything that you see that is white is silkscreen. That's where your paste is gonna go through the silkscreen and remain on the surface. So I want to make sure that the surface is down and attached where the words are. I'm going to take our small squeegee and our black velvet paste. This is a water-soluble paste that cleans up with water. That's non-toxic. I'm just going to apply a little bit onto my squeegee. Do you see the texture of this? It moves pretty easy. Hey, if you guys want the keyword for the products I used tonight, type in the word worries and then check your Facebook Messenger for the link to the products I'm using tonight. This is going to be a quick project. I'm just going to smooth on this paste right over the letters, the silkscreen areas. I'm going to cover all the white areas. Now, since this does have the shiplap grooves in it, I do expect it to have a little bit of bleeding, and I probably should have cleared that. Moved it up a little bit to get it off of that, but that's okay. Okay, so it's all covered. What I'm gonna do now is remove any excess paste, kind of smooth it out and remove any excess. Anything that remains, I'm gonna put back in my paste jar. I'm gonna reuse it, I'm not gonna waste it. Okay, you do wanna remove your transfer from the surface when it's still wet. So we're going to remove it slowly. Oh, see, I have a mess because of that line. Just to see if there's anything that we need to repair. And actually, we do need to repair that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wet a paper towel since it's still wet. Get a little bit of wet. I'm going to remove this. Oh, you know what? We're going to do a complete redo. This is still wet. Remember I said it was water soluble. We're going to go ahead and take this off. I'm going to actually get a Clorox wipe because they dry really quickly, and hoping that'll remove some of that staining off of there. Okay, guys, I haven't been on live for a while. I've had family in town, and so you know how when you haven't done something for a while, things tend to go wrong? Well, we're going to start over again tonight. Okay. I'll wipe that off, and I'm going to avoid those shiplap lines this time. I'm going to go ahead and clean my transfer off. We're just going to make it a clean start. I'm going to use water wipes this time to clean this transfer because it's going to be the quickest way. I'm just going to rub off some of that paste. And the water wipes don't have any chemicals in them. They're just water on a wet wipe. So I'm just going to make sure we get a brand new start. And I said this was going to be a quick project, and it still will be. Okay. So I'm getting my paste out of that silk screen. Wipe off my surface. And I'm going to wipe off the back of this just to get it cleaned up. And I do want to dry it a little bit. So I'm gonna get a paper towel. I'm gonna wipe off the main surface of this, clean up my wet space, clean off the back, make sure it's dry. Okay, let's try again, guys. Okay, I have my transfer. I'm gonna lay it on my, center it on my board, but I am going to position it this time so that my words in my transfer are not gonna be positioned at the shiplap lines. Okay, so here it is. And I think that R still is going to be on there. Let me see. Position it. So the shiplap lines allow the paste to go underneath and smear. I've got it positioned better this time. I'm going to go ahead and try this again. A little bit of paste on my squeegee. Smooth it over my surface. And this is just gliding so nice. It's a nice consistency, somewhere between a sour cream and a yogurt. Smooth it on. Remove any excess. And put that back in my jar. Let's peel it and see. Let's hope it's better this time, guys. Let's peel it slowly. Leave your worries at the door. There we go, guys. That's much better. I'm going to set this aside and I am going to clean it one more time. This time I'm just going to clean it with plain water. And if you are near your sink and you're not live, you can just take it back to your sink and run it under some cold water and just kind of rub it and the paste will come off. The black is probably the hardest to remove of our pastes. The glitters are a little tricky sometimes, and the black are so highly pigmented that they may stain the teal part of your transfer, but as long as you get it out of the silk screen, you will be okay. You can reuse this transfer over and over again. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over. And also spray this with plain water. Do the back side. Now the back side you're going to be more gentle with because it is the sticky side, and you do want to protect that adhesive so that you can reuse this over and over again. And then I like to go over it one more time on the front. And I usually use my board eraser, but I just noticed that it's not here. So we're just going to go with the paper towels. The board eraser does make your job of cleaning so much easier though. So much easier. Okay, so now that this is not wet anymore on the back, I can go ahead and apply it to my transfer backer. There's a matte side and a shiny side. You're going to apply the sticky side of the transfer to the shiny side of the back of the backer. Smooth it down so it has a good connection. And this is how you're going to store it. Make sure it's dry before you put it away, but it's ready for reuse. See how the silk screen is clean? Even though it has staining up there, the silk screen is clean. There's no paste in there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and dry this with my quick dry tool just to make sure it's dry. I was thinking of adding a little window on here. This transfer package is designed to be used with our wooden cutouts, and they're little shaped like houses, and they're really cute, but you don't have to use them for that. You can use them for anything you want. So I decided just to use the words for this transfer here, but it also comes with a little window. It comes with some doors and everything, and I thought perhaps I could put a little window right beside this. And I'm going to chalk that on in our Shimmer Frost, so there won't be a lot of color to it. It'll look just like a little bit of a reflection. So I'm going to chalk that on here. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to place it on this side over here to have a window on each side. Make sure you rub it down so that it has a good connection to your surface. And I do like to cap up my paste as soon as I'm done using a color, just so they won't dry out. I'm going to remove this window. Very cute. So you can barely see these windows. And that's kind of what I was looking for, something neutral. I thought about painting the frame. I might. No. Yeah, I could paint it. I've got this bark paste. Now, this isn't in the shopping cart, but you can go ahead and add it if you desire. This is our chalk paste, but you can paint with it. You just might want to thin it out a little bit. So I think I'm just going to spray some water in my lid, and I'm going to get some paste, probably a little bit more than that, and just thin it out a little bit so I can paint with it. And I'm just going to kind of apply it to the outside edge of this house, just to kind of bring a little bit of color into it. Darken it up just a little bit. Now you could do this a couple ways. You could stain this trim if you wanted to. You could use a wax or a distressing pad to distress it. You can use a acrylic paint and apply it, and then use a wet wipe or a towel or something else just to kind of go over it and rub it off. There's a lot of ways that you could bring a little color into this frame. And I just want a little bit. I don't even need to go around the inside or the outside. I'm just going to cap this up, and I'm going to dry it just a little bit to get it dry. This paste does dry very quickly. Now what I wanted to do, I just wanted to add a little bit of decor to this. Nothing over the top. I could have added like a bow or something, but I think I've got these two little picks. I'm just going to twist these together, and I'm just going to glue them onto the roof line of the house, the peak of that roof. We bring them together a little bit more. Let's see how to do this. Okay, so bring them together a little bit closer and just kind of twist it around to secure it. Or you could twist it and cut it off if you wanted to, but I may want to reuse these someday. So I'm just going to go ahead and just twist them. So this is what they look like. And I'm just going to go ahead and adhere them right to the roof line with my hot glue. So I'm just going to put a little dab of hot glue. And this is a very hot glue gun, so be careful that you don't burn yourself. Did you guys get any crafty stuff for Christmas? Did you ask for a hot glue gun, a cordless glue gun? What did you get that's fun for crafting? Did you get a bunch of ribbon? I didn't get anything really for crafting. I spent the week before Christmas cleaning up some of my crafting stuff, so I knew I had a lot of stuff and I didn't really need anything. But craft supplies are great. I know everybody was going crazy over the Christmas sales at Hobby Lobby today, but like I said, I didn't have a need, so I didn't go. So this is our project for tonight. Leave your worries at the door. If you have any interest in making this, please type in the word worries in the comments and you'll receive a link to your messenger with a product list. If you want to join our monthly DIY subscription, type in the word club and it will send a link to your messenger giving you a place to click on to review what the club is about. It's about $22 a month, $23 a month. It's an 8.5 by 11 transfer delivered to your door with 3 coordinating pastes. It changes every month, and you have to be either a designer like I am or a club member to receive those. So they are exclusive. They're a lot of fun, but this is our project for tonight. We're back in the swing of things for a while. And if you have anyone that likes to watch this kind of crafty material, please share the page. Please give it a heart if you loved it. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.